My name is Kolman Hengst. I go to school at Thorndale ISD Bulldogs. And I love farming.
Coleman's first word that he ever said was mom, and his second word that he said was dad, and his third word was tractor. He said it like tractor, tractor. And it just was a beginning of, I believe, what was to come, his love that he has of agriculture and specifically row crop farming.
We've been farming in this community for over 100 years. Every generation of my family, there's been somebody, farming or running cattle. Hopefully it's something that he picks up from us that we really enjoy doing, and we try to make things fun. We work together, it's a fun thing. That's the way I grew up. It wasn't always a chore to have to work. It was something we enjoyed doing. It was family time.
I love harvest time because it brings us all together. I love seeing Mom pull up with the Tahoe bringing us food. I love driving the tractor over here and parking it and providing shade for everybody. Then I like just being around family and having fun.
We would not be farming without Capital Farm Credit, I don't believe. Tim Knezick took us in underneath his wings and just started us off on the right path. They are very much the reason we're still farming, and we are so grateful for Capital Farm Credit.
Greg told me, he said, I'd really like Kolman to take on a little piece of land himself, put him through the loan process. And I said, man, that would be great. I said, I would love to get him in there. And he said, and I want you to be there when he signs the papers, because you were there when I signed my first papers, and I want you to be there when my son signs his. I don't look at it as just kind of starting Kolman when I see it. I go all the way back to when I started his dad and helped his dad through the really tough years when his dad didn't think he was going to make it through it, and how Capital Farm Credit, stayed with him, and he stayed with us.
Young, beginning, and small agricultural producers really are essential to the future of agriculture. So our YBS program at Capital is really geared towards supporting those customers and those producers. We provide lending assistance through our specialized loan programs for young, beginning, and small producers that offer easier ways to enter into an agribusiness.
Those programs are important because, as everyone knows, agriculture is constantly changing, and we need to bring in new producers into our world. And this gives a gateway into the ability to do that and have those customers come in and feel like we've got a home for them, even if they may not know everything about farming or operating some land.
It makes me proud to know what I'm doing this at my age. It makes me happy that I have had this opportunity.
I've known Kolman since he was born. And he was probably driving tractors before he went to school. So he has always been there, on the farm and active and so forth. And so he's an amazing young man.
Makes me thankful to Farm Credit that they came out to me and reached out to me so I could do this. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now.
At Capital Farm Credit,
We are better together.